So I think the sexiest thing you can be is a notary. I say this because I am a notary. I'm at that age now where like being cute just isn't good enough. You have to bring something else to the table. And thankfully my job decided that being a notary was that thing for me. So if you ever need something stamped and signed, just like let me know. I'm available. So one thing about me is that I am really bad at being a girl. I was cooked from birth. My mom is from Europe. And like, I got to that age and I was like, hey mom, what do I do with the pubes down there? And she was like, you don't want to shave them. And I was like, you're right, I don't. So I didn't. And that was fine. In high school, I didn't get naked in front of anyone. I wasn't very cool. But then in college, I was like, maybe I will get naked in front of somebody. I didn't, but we were trying. And like, I had grown up and I realized that my mom was not the most reliable source. So then I had to go do some more digging and get some more advice from other people, my dorm mates. And I was like, hey, lady to lady, bad bitch to me, what is the situation? Do we have to be as bald as a dolphin? Or like, what can we do? And they were like, trimming is fine. Trimming is fine. And I was like, I believe you. And so I just went on my way. And then about like a year and a half later, I was in band and we went on a trip to Japan. Very cool. And we stayed at this like traditional resort for one night, and they have hot springs. And if you don't know about Japanese hot springs, you're naked in them. You have to like wash yourself first, get all the dirt off, and then you're just sitting in a giant pool with a bunch of other naked ladies. And I did it, and I was like, perfect. My skin will feel so good, and now it's time for investigating. Let's see what the truth is, and let me tell you, not a hair to be found. Everyone was bald like a baby. I felt betrayed. I looked over to this one girl and I was like, I saw you do the hair monologue and the vagina monologue not 2 weeks before. And this is what you have to show for it? The thing is, you can't give advice if you don't believe in it. You would like it to be true, sure, but if one in 25 women is full bushing it, that's not. Trimming is okay. I'm starting to not believe women. I'm sorry. And now, like, this happened so long ago, but I'm still like I'm getting gaslit every day by people who are my peers saying, you're older now, having a little bush is fine. No, it's not. No, it's not. Maybe for you, maybe you found the golden ticket in the Willy Wonka candy, but I sure as fuck have not. I was hooking up with somebody once, and they were like going down into the shrubbery, and then they came back and they were like, oh my god, there's a hair in my tooth. Oh. And I was like, okay, well your dentist probably told you that you need to floss more. So actually, you're welcome. It's Pride Month. It's the end of Pride Month. I'm one of the community. I am one of the bees. Like I would say, like in theory, I'm bisexual, but in practice, I'm just happy to be considered. And what that usually means is that I just every once in a while, I'll just hook up with a guy that looks like a magician. But he doesn't like do any magic. Maybe if you could do a card trick, I'd be impressed, but they're just wearing vests. It's not ideal, but we're working with what we got. Really the only trick that they do is they just tell you that they're ethically non-monogamous and then disappear. That's cool too, I would like to know. Like other gay people, I don't know how to drive without crying. Because of this, I'm a big fan of the bus. I took 2 to get to a fault. Like, you get, like, really crazy stuff can happen, and everyone's just like, I don't see it. I simply don't know. I don't know about that. And, if you're a frequent bus taker, you might have also experienced this where the bus driver will just, like, stop at not a bus stop, and then just get off the bus, the door wide open, the keys still in the ignition, it's running, it's ready to go. And everyone just sits there and they're like, that's fine. And I just think sometimes when this happens, I'm just like, I could just go up front. And I could just start driving the bus. And everyone would be like, yeah, that's right. They'd just be like, why is this new bus driver crying? I'm a cool person. I really got back into American Girl dolls. That was my little pandemic hobby. I got them out of the shed, and they looked really bad. They looked really bad, covered in mold, memories down the toilet, but they do have a hospital for dolls. For just like a flat fee, you can get whole new limbs, new haircut, everything. That's the best healthcare plan that this country has to offer. I swear to God, these American girls, it's not me as an American girl. I started getting back into it. There's history behind the dolls, the book, they have books, and I've noticed that little free libraries around the area are giving out free copies, and I'm like, that is for children, but it's also for me. So I've been taking that, and I've been reading them, and and I was just like, they all have different stories. All the girls have different personalities, and I was an American girl myself. My parents got me one. I didn't ask for it. And that's the thing, is I feel like a lot of us don't ask for the first one that they get, but parents decide for them. And I have a theory that the doll that your parents get for you kind of sets you up for life. So if you're Felicity, you're bound to be a horse girl. If you have a Samantha, you are probably a bitch. And I had Kit, and Kit was the Great Depression one from Ohio. And now I also like baseball and gay and poor. So parents did so good on that one. Before I go, I just want to ask, I just want to do a little brainstorming. How many adults do you think would be allowed to go into a Chuck E. Cheese together without a child to share? Because there's definitely an amount that you can't. Like, if there's one person, I know, me, if I would go, they would not suspect nefarious intentions, but they would be like, that is just too sad. If it's two people, that is even more suspicious. 3 is fine, but I think 4 is the perfect amount, that they would probably be like, oh, this is just a bit. And you might ask me, Renee, there are adult arcades. We have Dave & Buster's. But does Dave & Buster's have a band? Because I'm not here for the games. I'm here for the band. I'm here for the Italian man who makes pizza and plays the drums. Does Dave & Buster's have that? I don't think so. And every 5 years, you might have seen it recently, they have news articles that they're like, oh, Chuck E. Cheese is getting rid of all the animatronic bands. That's not true. They're just doing that for suckers like me to keep talking about it. A lot of them, though, they don't, the band doesn't work. But there's one place that does have a fully functioning band, and that is in California. So if I can get 3 more people tonight, and we want to go on the road trip of a lifetime, let me know after the show. It's going to be great, guys. Well, thank you guys so much for doing this. Thank you to the host.